Hi everyone, this is Susan Bewley from BudgetEarth.com, and today I'm reviewing the Sodastream. The red one is the Sodastream Jet, which we purchased on our own, and the black one is the Sodastream Genesis, which we were able to review courtesy of Sodastream. Now, the biggest difference that there is between the two models is, of course, the look, and the next most important one to most of us is the price. The Sodastream Jet, the one in red, retails from anywhere between $70 to $90 depending on where you purchase it, and the Jet retails from anywhere from $99.99 to $130. Most places, however, carry it for about $100. Now, the other big differences is the area where you get your pressure. There's the button up here and up here for the Jet. Now to show you where the bottle goes. This unit, let me push it back for you to see. The unit goes back here for the carbonator. Both units take the exact same carbonator. And to take it out or remove it, you unscrew the Sodastream carbonator, which I'm doing here. Then when it comes out, see, it's pretty easy to remove. And to put it back together, the important thing is to get it lined up, and it snaps back into place. So really the biggest difference is how you take it apart. Now, the Sodastream Genesis is completely different with how you put it in and out. This one actually lifts out. And unlike the other where you had to maneuver a bit, it just screws in and out. It goes back in. If I put it back in right, and snaps in place. So that is the most technical part of the Sodastream. Now, the other thing that's very important about it is Sodastream has very specific bottles. Now, looking at these bottles, you may think, okay, let's just get the 1 liter bottles that you can purchase at most stores that have water in it. Under no circumstance should you do this, because these are specially designed for the carbonator. And if you don't use them, it may very well explode. Now, I have 2 different units here, and let's first show you how everything should go. For the Genesis, you just screw it in the top, as I did here, and you push down the button. As you see, it's going pretty well. And when there is 3 buzzes, your water is carbonated. And this is the important part. You see how it gave that loud buzz? That is it releasing pressure. This is why these bottles are so important. So that bottle is completely carbonated. Now, just for review purposes, while I get this bottle done, sorry for the look of the floor, I'm going to show you how to screw this one in and what the carbonator sounds like when it's running low. So with this one, to screw it in, you have to, to lift up the top part. Sorry, doing this one person alone is kind of difficult. So I'm going to show you how it works and then put it in. You lift this up, and then you screw it into the area there. Sorry while I put down the phone for a moment while I put this in. Yeah, as you can see, like I said, this part goes up, and then you just release it. Now, the one thing that I consider a convenience, actually, with the Jet is, as you notice, there's nothing protecting the bottle in here. In here, the pressure is actually completely in the machine. Now, I'll show you the difference when a carbonator is dying. As you can see, when it dies, there's absolutely no carbonation. The absolute best you will get is it'll give little pathetic whines. So, the biggest question you're probably asking now, you know, it can't give a whine if I don't put it in, can it? See, this is what you get when you do live video, everyone. The writer can mess up sometimes too. Alright, there we go. Now, let's do a take 2 of how this works. As you listen, do you hear that very pathetic whine? That's what the carbonator sounds like when it's dying. And it's time to go in and recarbonate, get a new carbonator. So this is the area where the Sodastream can actually get a tiny bit expensive, but in the end, if you put it out, do the full cost of it, it really isn't that expensive. The carbonator costs $15 to trade in. Now, it mostly depends on being cost effective on what type of soda you get. As an example, this is the natural cola. This is probably one of the most expensive Sodastream ones you can get because it's $10 a bottle. So you don't get as many, it takes a full cap load. Just to show you guys an example. This is the cap for the natural. Now, let's go to the pantry and get my Sodastream flavors. This is the Dr. Pete, or as people in my household like to call it, the imitation Dr. Pepper. Both of these together are the difference between the natural and the one that has Splenda in it. There's a huge difference in it, and this here is $4.99. You get many more liters out of the size of the bottle. So the ones at Splenda are much more cost effective. But my family really likes the natural flavors, because my husband especially is not a big fan of Splenda. The other thing which we do, which has a similar cap to the Dr. Pete, is the Crystal Light, which is quite yummy. We love the lemonade. There are a variety of different sodas that are out there. So the only other thing that I want to say is that when you purchase these, you're mostly purchasing for the look of the containers and how many bottles you get. So as an example, when we purchased the Jet, which we purchased at Meijer, it came with one of the bottles and a six trial pack to try different sodas. Now, the Genesis, when you purchase it, comes with 2 bottles and a 12-pack of different trial sodas. When you go through and you do all the calculations, they come out to be about the exact same price. If you don't have a whole lot of room, however, I would probably, it's really good to go with either of them. So, if I had to choose which one I would pick, for my kitchen, it would probably be the Genesis, since just a quick look around my messy kitchen, you can see it matches better. So I guess that is the total review of the Sodastream Genesis. To check out the full review of the Sodastream, make sure to check out our full review at budgetearth.com. Thanks, everyone.